Start.
Very good afternoon, everyone. Today we are going to have a look at the chocolate analysis. We are getting various kinds of chocolates in the market, and they are consisting of various components in them. Whereas coming to the chocolates, it has become the most prominent flavor in the world today, and it is the basic ingredient of most cakes and pastries nowadays. According to the Spanish mythology, it is believed that cocoa trees were grown in the gardens of the paradise, and consuming the chocolate drink was considered divine. And nowadays, the chocolates are being added with the various ingredients such as almonds, butters, chocolates, and strawberries, mangoes. Even every flavor is getting added to the chocolates. Coming to the manufacturing of the chocolates, the pods of the cocoa bean are cut down and sent to the factories where they are fermented for the 7 days by covering in the banana leaves at 120 degrees Celsius, and later these are sun dried and sent to the manufacturers where they will add the exotic flavors to this choco beans and convert them into the most tasty chocolates. Coming to the health benefits of the chocolates, there are various good health benefits. It reduces the cardiovascular diseases, it reduces the risk of cancers, and it also enables the tooth enamel to grow wisely. It consists of theobromine, and it also helps in the blood circulation. As well as it is having various bad health benefits also. Excessive intake of caffeine results in the anxiety, hypertension, and dehydration. Thank you.
Here for the experiment, aim to find out the presence of protein, fat, sugar, calcium, magnesium, iron, nickel. And the materials are required is sodium hydroxide, copper sulfate solution, Molish reagent, Ferring solution A and B, sulfuric acid, ammonium chloride, ammonium hydroxide, sodium phosphate. And the procedure for analysis is organic and inorganic test done to find out the differences in the chocolate. First we done the calcium and magnesium test, which are good substance, and later we done the nickel and lead test, which are poisonous substance. And first procedure is that first experiment for identification of protein, we taken a 5 ml of chocolate sample in each test tube. We added a 1 minute of sodium hydroxide in the test tube. Later we added a copper sulfate solution in all the test tube. So we observed that the violet coloration in all the test tube. It means the protein is present in all the samples. Second experiment is that identification of a fat. So a small piece of chocolate samples, we taken a different piece of filter paper, and we folded and unfolded the paper to crush the chocolate on film. So we observed that the appearance of a translucent spot around the chocolate sample. It means the fat is present in all the samples.
The third experiment, for the presence of sugar, we have tested two experiments. The first one in which we have taken 5 ml of each sample in different test tubes, then added water to it, then added few drops of Molish reagent, and at last we added H2SO4 along the inner side of each test tube. We found that a purple ring is formed in each test tube, indicating the presence of sugar. In the second experiment, we have added 2 ml of Fleming's A and B solutions to different test tubes and added pinch of chocolates samples to each test tube. Then we water bathed it. At last, we have found that red-brown precipitate is found in every test tube, indicating the presence of sugar.
Fourth experiment, H for calcium. Firstly, we prepare mixture of ammonium chloride, ammonium hydroxide, ammonium carbonate. This mixture is added to different samples of chocolate. Then we observe white PPT is formed. The second experiment, we take different chocolate solutions in watch glass with help of glass rod. Then we made a paste of chocolate solution using dilute HCl. This paste is used in the blue flame of Bunsen burner. Then we observe brick red color flame. By these two experiments, we can conclude that calcium is present in samples. Thank you.
For identification of the iron, we conducted the following tests. Firstly, he made the mixture of the ammonium chloride and ammonium hydroxide and then added to the each sample containing in different test tube. We won't observe any brown color PPT. So we concluded that absence of the iron Next, we conducted the test for magnesium. Firstly, we make the mixture of the ammonium chloride, ammonium hydroxide along with the trisodium phosphate, then added to the different test tube containing chocolate sample. It showed absence of the white PPT. It showed that absence of the magnesium.
So now we are going to study the presence of nickel in different types of chocolate brands. We have performed the test. The process is that first we have to prepare a mixture of ammonium chloride and ammonium hydroxide. And after preparing it, we have to add this mixture in different types of chocolate solutions taken in different test tubes. And hereby we have to pass H2S gas through all the solutions, and we can observe in each sample that there is no black PPT has formed. And hereby we can conclude that there is no nickel present in chocolates such as dark chocolate, milk chocolate, Cadbury bar, etc. And so friends, we have performed all the tests regarding the substances present in different chocolate brands as said, and hereby we conclude that substances such as proteins, fats, carbohydrates and calcium are present in chocolates, and substances such as iron, magnesium and calcium are absent. Nickel are absent. Thank you.